Assistance League of Southern Utah is one of 121 chapters of National Assistance League, and our mission is to enrich the lives of children in Southern Utah. Our signature program, Operation School Bell, provides new school clothing to financially disadvantaged children in Washington County. By providing the children with new clothing, the kids feel more confident when they go to school, they fit in better with their peers, they're able to concentrate on their studies, they perform better. Well, the $2,500 that we get from Select Help, we were thrilled to death to receive it because that's going to help more students. It costs about $80 to clothe one child, so you can see that's going to go a little ways. God bless you. Thank you very much. Thank you for helping us help the kids.
We had to be relocated from our building for about 3 months, and the facility that we were in had pickleball available, and our seniors absolutely fell in love with the sport. When we moved back into our building, the first thing they said was, "How are we going to play pickleball?" Everybody can play pickleball. That is absolutely the greatest thing about that sport. This program is growing a lot every year. It started here in Brigham City about 5 years ago, intensely about 3 years ago, and we are seeing an increase. I'd say right now we have over 150 people playing. First thing that we are going to do with the grant is purchase our own equipment. We currently are using borrowed equipment. We're going to have our own court painted on, and then we're going to make the equipment available for our seniors to be able to utilize at our outdoor courts.
Building Youth Around the World started in 2009. It actually started as an Eagle Scout project. So we've done a lot of work in Utah. We've done work in Samoa. We've done work in Mali, Africa. And now we're doing the Navajo Nation right here in Utah, Montezuma Creek. We thought at first that when we started this in 2009, it was about the educational things we did. We thought it was about the medical, and it is. But the biggest piece to it is what it does for the kids. It teaches them how to be philanthropists, how to be givers of self, how to be charitable. They see that they live in a world that is extremely blessed, and there are those that don't have that. And it builds them into men and women of the future, and that's really what Building Youth Around the World is about.
The Cache County Senior Center serves all of the senior population that's 60 years and older in all of Cache Valley. We have a Meals on Wheels program. It gives us an opportunity to go out into the county and find those seniors that are homebound, don't have an opportunity to be able to go out. This gives them a little bit of independence by us bringing the meals, a nutritious meal to them, as well as a daily check so that someone checks to make sure that they're safe and they're okay. I say thank you, and I wish that I could take you out on a Meals on Wheels route and show you how important it is.
Camp Hawkins provides a summer camp for children and their siblings with congenital heart defects. The children and their siblings get to come and spend 4 days with us doing activities, hiking, exploring, arts and crafts, bonfires, and basically just getting to bond with each other. I hope that they learn that even though they have a physical disability, that it doesn't matter. They're still children and they have people just like them. They're not alone in the world. The parents love that they have somewhere safe for their children to go, knowing that there's cardiologists on staff, there's always medical help if they need it, but that their kids get to go away and experience this. And I can't tell you how many letters and phone calls and messages I get from parents after camp is over, just thanking us for their children getting to experience such an amazing thing.
Centro de la Familia de Utah is a Head Start program here in Centerfield. We serve low-income and disadvantaged children and their families. We feed the children 2 meals every day. We teach them to wash their hands. After the meals, they brush their teeth. We do teach oral hygiene here. Sometimes children come in here and don't know what a toothbrush is or how to properly brush their teeth. We plan to use the grant money to help some of the families that do not have insurance or the means to take care of their dental needs. We do have some children that through our screenings were discovered to have had some pretty serious dental needs. So it's very rewarding to work with these children and to know that we're giving them opportunities that they wouldn't have otherwise.
Here at Centro Hispano, we serve the Hispanic community. It's really important for them to learn about nutrition because within the Hispanic community, we have very high obesity rates, very high diabetes rates. And basically, if you know how to eat and your kids know how to eat and know what to eat, then you'll have more energy and you'll be healthier. And we'll reduce a lot of medical expenses that are unnecessary. With the $2,500, we plan to be able to give incentives to 100 participants. We will be training more volunteers on the program. We'll be able to provide these meals and samples so that they can taste it and know that it's good and that their kids will like it. So with the $2,500, we're empowering parents to be able to create a healthier generation. Thank you so much for the opportunity that you're giving our organization and other organizations to be able to provide more services and train more volunteers.
Gracias, Select Health.
The Dixie Dental Hygiene Program is so grateful to Select Health for this generous award. We do an awful lot of service learning here. We have our mobile clinic, which goes to nursing homes. We go to the Paiute Reservation. We go to health fairs. We go to schools. And then 4 times a year, we have a Sealant Saturday here at our clinic, which is run completely by the Student American Dental Hygiene Association. We provide free sealants for anyone in the community. Usually about 1/4 of the people that come have English as their second language, so it's an important service in the community.
The reason why we take pictures of children that are diagnosed with pediatric cancer is complex. We do it for the families, we do it for the children as they're undergoing treatment, especially teenagers that feel, more insecure about all the changes that their body goes through. It gives them a chance to feel inspired about their look, to embrace the changes that they have to deal with. I would love to say to Select Health, thank you for the grant. Hundreds of families will be given this gift, and it's almost like it's anonymous because we don't know the photographers' names, we don't know the people behind the scenes names, and that's truly what Select Health has become here. So every person that is involved with Select Health that's behind it is now in turn, I hope you will know that you're giving this life-changing gift to children that they wouldn't get without you, and they'll look at for the rest of their lives.
Holy Cross Ministries is a nonprofit agency run by the Sisters of the Holy Cross. We serve Hispanic women who are low income, underinsured. The majority are pregnant women, but not all of them. The very basic thing that they're actually needing to overcome is the financial situation. They're not always able to access a private physician, or even just basic prenatal care. And so we're able to hook them into a community clinic or a public health center so that they're able to get a full-on prenatal care and then help with the delivery of the baby. We would really like to thank Select Health for this award. It's very much appreciated, and it's very much needed, especially for the community that we serve, and so we're very excited that we were awarded this gift.
Thank you, Select Health.
Hoops for Bright Future started out as my Eagle Scout project. I wanted to start this program because I have been blessed with so much in this life, and I wanted to share it with others who did not have as much. These kids are refugees. They've been here for a little while, but most of them come from countries like Sierra Leone, Kenya, Burma, and Congo. I am trying to teach them the sport that I love, basketball. With this $2,500 that we're receiving, we are going to purchase athletic shoes for all these kids, because during the clinics we noticed that a lot of them didn't have athletic shoes to wear for the clinics or to play basketball in. And then we thought that with $2,500 we'd also have enough to purchase basketballs for them to use so that they could, and give to them so that they could have basketballs to practice with.
The Iron County Children's Justice Center is here to work with law enforcement and child protective services. We found that as a multidisciplinary team and an advisory board here in Iron County, that we were looking at what were we lacking, and one of the things that was coming up over and over again was parenting classes. The parenting program that we offer here is Love and Logic. Love and Logic is a program that has been research-based. It's been around for quite some time. It's also one that our local family courts saw as a class that they would be willing to back up. Whether you have a child that is 2 years old or a child that is 17 years old, they're able to adapt their material to that particular type of parenting skills. It teaches them how to discipline more effectively, as well as give the parents tools. It's empowering to be able to help these families heal from the abuse that has happened to them, for them to see that there is a light at the end of the tunnel.
Kidspace is under the umbrella of Community Ed. We are an after-school program that's in 5 different schools, and we serve anywhere from 150 to 200 students. A lot of our parents at the beginning of the year have to fill out a form, and a lot of them had some concerns with their student being not quite as active. We've tried to come up with programs to find ways to get the kids to want to do physical activities. So we're bringing in pickleball, lacrosse, just different sports that wouldn't be readily available to the students on a normal average day. When we work with our students, we're working not only with the students, but we're working with our families, and our families impact our community. So if we change one child, we're changing our community. The money means a lot to us because we have a lot of students that we want to serve, and every penny helps with us. We do a lot with a little.
Casharum Elementary School is a very small school. We have 37 students here, grades K through 6. This elementary school is really the heart of our community. It's a really small community. We don't have access to rec leagues and swimming pools and tennis courts or anything like that here, so we make do with what we have, and our park really in this town is the elementary school and the playground, and we're so excited to be able to get some new equipment and to be able to better serve not just the kids at this school, but everybody in our community will benefit from this. We are so excited and thankful and appreciative for this money because it means so much to everyone here in this community. It benefits the kids, of course, but it benefits everybody here in Casharum. This is a huge deal for us. This will really benefit our community, so thank you, Select Help.
Lifting Hearts is a breast cancer support group here in Utah Valley. We help over 100 women right now who are going through breast cancer. The reason that a support group is so important, I think that most people have support from their families and friends, but in order to be fully supported, I think that you need to speak to other survivors. No one can understand what you've gone through unless it's someone who's already gone through and been there and done that. Well, we are so excited about the money that Select Health is giving us because we have wanted to start doing retreats for our breast cancer survivors, and this money will enable us to put on a retreat and also develop a program that will help survivors go from just surviving breast cancer to thriving throughout the rest of their lives. We would love to say thank you so much to the employees of Select Health. You probably have no idea how wonderful it is to have this support. We really do appreciate it, and these women appreciate it.
Low Vision Rehabilitation Services helps people who are losing their vision from various eye diseases so that they can continue to do the things they're having trouble with. Probably 85% of the people I see are in their 80s and 90s. Last week I helped a patient that was 101. But we also help people who are young, children who are born visually impaired, people who've lost their vision from other eye diseases like retinitis pigmentosa or Stargardt's disease, which is a juvenile form of macular degeneration, and other things. This grant will be a godsend to help pay for devices that are like a simple illuminated magnifier or a pair of glasses to help them function I'm not just helping the person, but I'm helping their family. That's how I feel.
The Millea Clinic provides free health care for people who are uninsured and don't have access to government-funded resources like Medicaid and Medicare. There's a lot of people in Utah that fall through the cracks of the existing system. There's actually over 400,000 people in Utah that are uninsured and are in need of help. Our patients, if they don't have access to a clinic like ours, they end up in the emergency rooms to take care of chronic diseases instead of real urgent problems. So we can save the system a lot of money, and we can save our patients a lot of money by providing them preventive care before they end up in the ER. We've been looking to replace the wand for our ultrasound machine for quite some time. The pictures just aren't up to snuff, and so I went looking to try to find what it would cost to replace it, and it was $2,480. So we couldn't have been more excited to receive a $2,500 grant from Select Health to take care of that. And the shipping's free.
Neighborhood House has a community garden that was started 4 years ago, and each year it's gotten a little bit better. Garden is a good thing in Salt Lake City because we see, especially in low-income populations, that families opt for unhealthy food, calorie-dense, energy-dense food. And by giving families a space and the tools and information on how to grow their own healthy food, it helps for it to be more accessible to them. We have big dreams for our community garden. It's 1.3 acres and we're only using a small part of it. And that part is going to feed families, and with our partnership with Real Food Rising from Utahns Against Hunger, much of the food is going back to local pantries. But as we grow and the garden expands from fence to fence, we will have the ability to have some of that organic, locally grown produce go right back into our programs to feed the children who are enrolled in our daycare programs and the adults in our adult day services. Thank you very much for this opportunity. It's going to make a world of difference.
Safe Harbor Crisis Center is the only domestic violence shelter in Davis County. The women that seek shelter are basically afraid. They come here having no confidence in themselves. Sometimes they're being brought here by family who love and are worried about them. When women come here, they are in desperate situation and they do feel hopeless. And I think if I could replace our mission statement with one word, it would be hope. I think that's what we instill in them. I think that's what we give them, is the opportunity to see their life in a different way, something that they didn't believe would ever happen. We have amazing success stories. We have women moving out of this program, graduating from college, raising children in safe and secure homes, making changes in their lives. And not only do they come back to thank us, but we have family members who come back and say, "You saved our family's lives."
Safe Kids Iron County, we do a lot of different things, but our focus that we've had for this year is we're focusing on child passenger safety, so that's kids in car seats. Car seats are very complicated, and most parents, they might not realize it, but there's usually one or two things that they're not doing quite right. And that's why we're here to help educate them and to show them exactly how to install their car seats correctly. We're so excited for this grant money because we're going to be able to access a population we haven't been able to reach very well. We're going to take this money to buy specialty car seats for kids who have special needs, who aren't able to sit in a car seat that you'd go down and buy at Walmart. Being able to provide these seats for this population that before didn't really know what they were supposed to do is going to be a great asset to Iron County.
No Greater Heroes program has been in existence about 8 years, and the whole idea was developed to try to teach leadership skills to our athletes, as well as to teach the students in the elementary schools to say no to drugs, to believe in themselves, to have self-esteem. And then recently, because of the epidemic of obesity and overweightness in elementary school students, we've added a component of nutrition and healthy lifestyles. The elementary school students need this because there's a lot of issues with self-esteem, there's a lot of issues with obesity, overweight, poor eating habits, bullying in the schools, and we hope that by doing a very interactive, cheerful, happy event that teaches them a little bit about all of these things, that they will take it home and remember it.
The South Franklin Soccer League is awesome. It caters to about 140 kids per season, 3 age divisions, and 12 teams total. The soccer program, it runs in the summer, but the skills that these kids learn while doing the soccer league will ultimately benefit them for a lifetime. They learn about teamwork, they learn about leadership, they learn about the importance of exercise, they learn about cooperation. So really valuable skills, whether you're on the soccer field or in a classroom. Select Health, we want to thank you so very much from the bottom of our hearts for this grant. It means so much to us and will go so far in terms of making sure that this program is available for kids for years to come.
UFit is a physical activity program for children with disabilities and their siblings and their parents. Children with disabilities don't have a lot of programs to go to in the Salt Lake Valley, and especially they don't have programs where people work one-on-one with them. So we have university volunteers that work one-on-one with them. So they come here and they do these activities. The impact that this program has on the children, it's like a big brother, big sister type relationship that they establish with their volunteers. And oftentimes the volunteer will work with the child outside of UFit and do other things maybe over the summer. So they have a buddy, they have a university student who's a buddy that pays attention to them nonstop 2 hours every Friday night. And they love it. Last week there was a little boy who was coming to the program and he had his bathing suit on since breakfast waiting for UFit. So those kind of stories just make me happy.
Youth Impact is an after-school and summer program for youth who live in Ogden City, where we provide them something to do, a safe place to be a kid. For the kids that come to Youth Impact, there's no requirement. The only requirement is that you live in Ogden City. There's no fee, they don't have to pay anything to come here. If we didn't have Youth Impact, they might possibly be in gangs or running the streets or home alone for that matter, and not being able to have a good meal and get their help with their homework. The ultimate goal of Youth Impact for the students is to have them graduate from high school, become productive citizens in the society, have great social skills, and have respect for the community and give back to the community, which gave them this great opportunity.
What we do at Family Support and Treatment Center is child abuse prevention and treatment. Most of the individuals who we serve at the Family Support and Treatment Center are low and moderate income individuals who are either at risk of abuse or neglect or who have experienced some kind of trauma. We offer a wide variety of therapy. We work with kids from as young as 18 months up to adults, whatever age they want to come. We appreciate so much individuals who understand the importance of being involved in the community. I've been here for almost 24 years, and the longer I'm here, the more I understand that an agency like this is important, but we can't do it by ourselves. It takes the community to provide the resources, to whether that be financial or volunteers, to really be able to build families and support them. And so for all of you at Select Health who are willing to be part of that community, we want to say thank you.
Thank you, Select Health.